Okay, I'm gonna do Stenwick's mansion because I can't get that last stall. Captain Stenwick has a large mansion nearby. It's located on the same street as Barnes Bookshop. Is that Lestrade?
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Watson, calm down.
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony. Then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Okay.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen. And as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
Got it.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
Well, I'm not gonna return him to you because he's a person, not a slave.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Cabbage.
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
So kind of you.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Good for you. Keeping his wages safe in your safe. In other words, you weren't paying him. That's what I'm getting from that. But I will not be returning him. If he wants to be free, he can be free. If he wants to come back, then obviously he's free to come back, because it's a choice. But Sherlock is about truth, not about justice, as most people believe. His justice is a matter of perspective. Okay, a bunch of tortillas, some tea, and a hat.
Stenwick, makes his servant live in a tool shed? You think you know someone?
I could tell right away. Maybe it's because I'm a person of color. But
Why are you still here?
I could tell right away he was a POS. Can't, there it goes. So there's a cooldown on your little vibration thing. Your, I don't know what you would call it. Okay, what is this?
Chewing tobacco. A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Okay, the only thing left is whatever this is. How do I... Apparently none of that statue stuff matters. How do I get this? What is this?
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Ooh. Cthulhu! With enough clues, Sherlock can use imagination to reconstruct the past. Press RB to see imagination nodes, interact with nodes to begin, and recreate an accurate version of events. How do I do next? There apparently is no next. Oh, there must be another thing, huh? Okay.
Do you think Kimmy here had an accomplice in his escape?
Yeah, there's one right there. Okay.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Okay.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
They were trying to force him out. Ooh, a fight, clearly.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Okay. So that other clue has to be here. Right? There we go.
A small navy spyglass.
Can I? Thank you.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Looks like a dragon
By the way,
thing.
it's giving me chills.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called. Clothes made of Hessian. Is Stenwick really so miserly?
Are you kidding? Did you not see him?
No air coming through it. chops. The remains of a meal. A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr.
Oh, no.
Holmes, a narcotic.
Oh, an opioid near Sherlock.
The ashes are long since cold.
Is this where his addiction's going to begin?
A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Okay, I think that's every clue currently in here. Parallel tracks,
Could have
wheels.
left these tracks. They seem fresh.
How do I get it to show up? Oh, I have to put the evidence active. Okay. Hold up. Where does its trail lead? None of those. No, not that. No, yeah, no, go back. This one. Doesn't matter, I'm still missing a blue. Oh, there was one in there. Wait, were there two in here? How do I cycle these? Go to the next one. So he was taking his opioid. Okay, so I have to get something here. Okay, so that one matters. But I don't have any other blues. I don't have any other items.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Okay. Watson.
Yes, Stenwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
I ask him about any of this stuff.
Where on earth are you going with this? Are you joking? Why would I know this? Are you joking? Why would I know this?
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahere's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahere's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Okay. Chimney?
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Okay.
Do you happen to know Kimahere's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Has Kimahere ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahere's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Okay, got it. You control all of his money. Okay. So now... No. Tobacco... No, the trail in the garden doesn't matter. Is it just the mansion? And the spyglass, because the spyglass wasn't his. Why didn't I say the spyglass? Spyglass also doesn't count. Or doesn't matter. Okay. Can I change these now? Yes, now I can change these. I mean, this one just vanished. I can't do that one. Well, he would have landed face first. Wait, what did I do here? He threw the opium in there. I think it exploded. Knocking him backwards into that puddle.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
This disappearance is intriguing, though. I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Well, I feel like I'm missing some kind of evidence. Because obviously I am. don't know what it is. Let me talk to some people out on the streets. Maybe they know something.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
Bro, I could go for that. Wait. You've got yellow.
Excuse me, just one question.
Excuse me, what? Well, I'm not sure I know.
Oh, I'm going the wrong direction.
Do you know anything about this?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Okay, well, you do have a horse.
May I ask you something?
I wish I could help, but I know nothing.
Can't talk to him.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, sir, I can't help you.
What am I missing? Do I need to ask someone out here? Can I go inside? No. I don't know what I need. Or why this one disappeared. How do I get this to show up? Okay. I thought I would be able to see all these things from far away like I could the other ones, but no.
Someone moved a cart to this spot
can't.
and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Okay. I hate that I have to be so close because I can't see the whole scene. So it's that one. No, because he had to fall to break the boxes, so it has to be this one. Are there any other things that I was missing because I didn't realize I had to be in this vision the whole time? This would be way better if it was first person. Just saying. Having him take up such a large portion of the screen. I can. Oh, I can't run, but I can move slightly. Okay, that's too far. So whatever I'm looking for is only in this area. Do I have to go back and talk to the guy again? Because I need that key.
This dreary rain is making a miserable day even worse. Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job. Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes? Stop loitering and go and do your job.
So I need to find a garden cart. Isn't that what's right over here, or is this something else? Then here's a wheelbarrow. Okay. Guys, hmm. It's past his freaking gate, right? I can't get past the gate. So it doesn't... Okay, this is the starting point. Here? Maybe? No. No, I was trying to...
Is quite unusual. It
I know,
appears that
I'm-
the key should be bent to the
I'm
right.
got it. I was trying to see if I can climb up. I cannot. Is it because I didn't put the spyglass over here? Now is it accurate? Like, I don't know what I'm missing to find that third orb. Or fifth orb. Nothing's sticking out to me. Okay, either he was taking the drug, that doesn't explain the face print. Like, he had to have been attacked. Watson, what am I missing here?
Disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Where is this last clue? Like, I figured, okay, maybe it's this. He was waiting and watching. This one, because it lines up with the footprint. Oh, maybe he was watching. He's watching him moving something. Is that? See, without whatever this fifth clue is, I can't. I don't got it. And I don't know what this fifth clue is. So this one is 100% right. Right. What is missing? Oh my gosh, this is 32 minutes. I don't know what I'm missing here. My vision shows me nothing. Watson tells me nothing. And the guy won't just give me the freaking key.
Disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail.
I don't know what it wants. Why is this important? I only have 2 items. So I can't... don't know what it wants me to do.
This disappearance is intriguing, no? I cannot make head nor tail of it.
Like, I don't see a point in asking random people on the street because they wouldn't know his servant. Because why would they? Even though I have all of my clues and I've checked all of them, it's not there. I will go through everything then. Yep, nothing is popping something right there. This is what I missed. There's a freaking keyring here. That doesn't show up when you scan. So it did not stick out. I guess that's why they put it on a blue background, but I did not see that. So now I no longer need this dude's video. Wait, which two am I missing? Oh, I forgot to change this one back. And then this one is saying is wrong. So is it he was dragged? And then they're not going to explain why there's a face in the thing?
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Yeah, I kind of already knew all that. It's just when you don't have the clues, but you know the answer. Okay. What are the notable features of the abductor? Chewing tobacco, spyglass. Footprints in the garden. Okay, well, we're missing an item. Okay, let's go back to the guy now. Man, that took way longer than it should have.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir, likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know. Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
What did you call me? Mm, he would say, do it yourself then. That's a Sherlock answer.
Captain, you are so addled by delusions of competency that you miss the blindingly obvious. Without the assistance of others, you are utterly incapable. Kimmer here endured your nonsense far longer than I will.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that.
We told you!
I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
We literally told him we needed the key. We also had the key already, right? Wasn't it? Because he had to take the key, leave, and come back. Is this not the key? I guess now we can get that doll. No, we'll get the doll later. This ladder's sticking out because of its bright color. Oh, do I not have the right clue equipped? Okay. Not seeing anything. I thought it would be this ladder. I mean, it really just sticks out, doesn't it? But that's not it, I guess. Oh, because I didn't go to the cart, which was right here.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create wheels picked up
Dang
grass
it.
along the way. Kimmer here's cart, I gather.
I didn't let him finish.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair. A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the colour and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Oh, great. His name's right there.
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Hey, it's a cowboy or a horse. Well, the cops have moved, which means I've completed this quest. Really? That's not one of the things. The sailor's knot was one of them. We literally have his name, but that was one of them. A particular knot, a spyglass, and the footprints of a working man's boots. They all add up to the conclusion. Camilla's abductor is a sailor. So which one of the... Where does the trail lead? There we go. Ports of London. We now know that Camilla's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, that his wallet bears saltpeter residue, and that there was a recent saltpeter accident in the Port of London. Everything suggests to find Camilla, we must head to the Port of London. There's no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the Port of London immediately.
The Strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident, Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
Well, before I take off, do I talk to him?
Are you stupid, Mr. Holmes?
No. He's utterly useless.
Go and do your job.
Well, that was the end of that crime scene. Move on to the next one.